I can't believe it's that time. So, as we can all tell, it is New Year's Eve, and I was thinking that, hey, might as well make a compilation of every normal game review episode of the year. I did something like this in 2019 on my first year on YouTube. Those videos are quite old and aren't really as good as these newer ones. The thing with this collection is you can actually tell through all these videos on how my channel has grown this year, and I'm really I'm really happy of everything that I've accomplished this year. Also, in this video, there are only going to be game review episodes, so there's not going to be any game review unboxing or whatever else I did. I don't really remember at the moment. Anyways, that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this compilation, and, well, I'll see you guys next year. Now, enjoy.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Game Review, and it's been a while since I made a video, and it's also been a while since I made a video like this. And today, I want to explain why I think Super Mario 3D All-Stars is a limited time release. So if you like this video, why not subscribe? It would really help out the channel. And anyways, let's go on to why I think Super Mario 3D All-Stars is a limited time release. Number 1, it was a part of an anniversary. I get it, that is kind of obvious as a reason, and that's why it's number 1. But the main reason why I am suggesting this is because since it is a part of an anniversary, that they may not just have it as long since, well, it's a special event, and they might have plans for some of these games later. Now maybe they're trying to put Super Mario 64 on Switch Online as a new N64 thing, or they might be doing something else. So I will be getting into that in the next part. So yeah. Number 2, Super Mario Galaxy. Okay, you might be confused as to what I'm talking about, but what I'm basically saying is, what if Super Mario Galaxy was getting a port to the Switch, or going to be in a collection with Galaxy 2? Now, the reason why I think of this is because in Super Mario 3D All-Stars, Galaxy is the game that actually got an upgrade, as in Sunshine and 64. Well, they look like shit. Anyways, what I'm trying to say here is maybe they're going to take off Super Mario 3D All-Stars because they are planning to put Mario Galaxy onto the Switch. I might be wrong, but that is an actual reasonable answer to why they're doing this. Now anyways, let's go on to our final reason, which is number 3. Number 3, it's for marketing. I really hope this is not the case, but what if Nintendo is just putting it at a limited time release because they just want some money? Now, I don't really see this being a thing because Nintendo really isn't a cash grab, but let's just say they are for a second. And maybe they're just trying to sell us this game so we would all buy it in its time. And maybe if they didn't put it as a limited time release, then people probably wouldn't get it. If you get what I'm trying to say, that is basically it. Now, I really doubt that this is the case, but you never know, it could. Anyways, with that out the way, I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you agree or disagree with me, comment down below. Now, besides all that, I will see all you guys in the next video, if I make one, because I'm barely even lucky I made this video, because I'm running out of ideas, so please comment. Okay, bye. Let's face it, video games are popular. You may or may not know this, but in 2020 alone, the video game industry has made more money than the global movie and the North American sports industries combined. So whenever it comes to buying video games, people typically either buy them physical or digital. Now, personally, I don't really care which one you guys buy because I'm not going to change your opinions or whatnot. But in my opinion, I think that physical games are better. So in this video, I'm going to explain why I think physical video games are better than digital. Now, if you are new, please subscribe, and if you like this video, then you can like and also subscribe. Anyone just said that. So let's get on to the video. First of all, they just look cool in a collection. I don't know why, but I just like to stare at them sometimes. I mean, yeah, you technically can stare at your digital games, but then you have to, like, turn on the system. I mean, depending on where you put your physical games, you can just, like, see them whenever you wake up. I know that has nothing to do with anything, but who cares? And also, my main issue with digital games is it just take up too much space. I mean, you could say the same thing about physical games, but it's like, seriously? You say that this takes up too much space? Oh, look, I have an empty room. Oh no, I can't put anything in here because I just have a video game. I mean, you could say that, like, most of the time that digital games are cheaper than physical games, but then again, when you buy a digital game, you have to have an SD card or micro SD card. But either way, if you run out of space on your SD card, you gotta buy another one. And that can be pretty expensive at times. And hey, you can always act like your physical games are your friends, and you can actually hang out with them. Now, some people might say that it's easier to get digital games because they can easily download and you can instantly play them. But the whole purpose of a physical game, in my opinion, is the enjoyment of getting it from a store or opening it from the first time. And games with manuals, well, it just looks pretty cool. But hey, if you prefer digital games over physical, that's fine. You can do whatever. But I just prefer physical games. How about so many video games? I'm homeless. So what am I gonna do? I want to start a weed business. And I'm gonna sell some weed. Come get some weed. We got some weed. So come on over and get some weed. Yeah, it didn't work. But at least I got my copy cheaper with Ziplash. Come get some weed. We got some weed. So come on over and get some weed. Yeah, it didn't work. But at least I got my copy cheaper with Ziplash.
Oh, hey everybody. You might be asking why I'm running, because in my cinematic universe, it's totally legal to escape jail. So that's what I'm doing. And in case you're wondering why I have headphones on, it's because I'm listening to music. Not just any music, video game music. So in this episode of Game Review, I'm gonna talk about video game music if you haven't read the title. Okay, bye.
Aw yes, video game music. If you ever played a game before, you've probably heard some music in it, and if you didn't, either you're playing a horror game, or the game's just unfinished. Also, here's a stupid graph, so you have to subscribe, because it's against your will, so yeah, just enjoy the video. First of all, a lot of video games have catchy music, and I really liked that. Now, some of them have a more serious tone, which I also really enjoy. For an example, the song you're listening right now, which is from a game called Fire Emblem Awakening, which I really recommend because it's like, at one point it was my favorite game, so basically I really do like this type of music, even though I won't say it's all catchy and whatnot, but I will say that it has a good tone, and it just makes you want to play the game more. This is like any Mario music. If you have ever listened to any Mario music, you'll probably start grooving a lot. because this music is really good. I like to call this the Mario style because, well, when you hear this style, you typically think of Mario music, even though all the time it's not always Mario. But overall, I really like this style of music, and you should really go check it out. Do you want to know what's better than catchy music? Epic music. Now, the reason why I think that epic music is better than catchy music is because it's just so good to listen to. As a matter of fact, I know I'm not talking about remixes in this video, but my favorite type of remixes are orchestrated remixes. I don't know why, but something about them is just so good. But anyways, I really do enjoy orchestrated video game music, and if you've never listened to that type, then you definitely should, because, well, in my opinion, you're missing out on some great music. Oh hey guys, game review here. So I just got into the new house, and when I mean new house, I mean house I totally didn't break into. I'm gonna be here temporarily because, you know, I still need a new house, but shh, because no one's supposed to know this. I'm supposed to have the lights off, but I'm trying to record a freaking game review video, so shut up. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. I want to sneak my way anywhere else. I don't care, just goodbye. Oh. I didn't stop the freaking recorder. Oh, I didn't see you there. I really just can't wait for the next entry in Codename Steam. Oh wait, there isn't one. So in case you couldn't tell by the title or like the last 13 seconds, I'm basically just going to be talking about games that are long overdue for a new game. Anyways, I'm Game Review, and please enjoy this video, and if you don't, then I'm sorry. Anyways, enjoy. Okay, I know what you're thinking. Why the frick is Wario in the thumbnail? Well, I'm not talking about a new WarioWare game, because literally one's coming out soon, but I mean like a Wario Land game. I think it would be pretty cool to have a Wario Land game, and it can be called something like, I don't know, like Wario Land Origins or something. Anyways, basically, it's just gonna be like a return to form to Wario Land. And I would also like to see Waluigi as a playable character. Maybe it can be like a co-op mode, where you and a friend can just play along. But either way, I honestly hope that a new Wario Land game can come out sometime in the future. Now let's go on to the next game. You know what sucks? Taxes? That, and that there hasn't been an F-Zero game in like a million years. So as for this game, since we haven't gotten an F-Zero game in like 20 years, I would just call this game F-Zero. I mean, who knows? It could be called F-Zero Origins. It doesn't really matter. But basically, I would like this game to be like a remake of the classic F-Zero games. I don't know, like the first couple of them, just like make the courses look so good in HD or whatnot. And that's all I really want from an F-Zero game. And yeah, that's basically it. Do you remember that recent Smash character that came out like 2 years ago? Well, what if Banjo and Kazooie got a new game? And what would this new game be? Well, I think that if Banjo and Kazooie get a brand new game, that will probably just be a remastered version of the first two games. Now, I believe that the first two games are already on Rare Replay, but I mean like a game that's like fully remastered, kind of like how Final Fantasy VII was, except this time it'll be actually the original game just remastered. Anyways, I think that if this game came out, that a lot of people would be pretty happy with it, and I think that this game can come out on both Xbox and the Nintendo Switch. Now for the last game on the list, it's not really a series, because the series only really had like one game, but I would really like a new entry into the series known as Ristar, whatever frick star it is.
If you don't know what Rise Star is, I'm probably saying it wrong, but basically, it was made by Sega for the Genesis, and it's pretty good. You should definitely go check it out. But basically, Rise Star really hasn't gotten any sequels. So either A, give Rise Star a sequel, or B, remaster the first game and add new levels. Both of those I can see as valuable options, but it really just depends, and it's not like this is actually going to happen, so I don't have to speculate because I just don't feel like it. So in terms of systems, I don't really know what all systems this game can be on. As of right now, I would just say maybe just for Switch, but it will probably change definitely since a lot of Sega games these days are on all of the major platforms. But I don't want to go through my time making all of those box arts. Anyways, yeah, hopefully this game can be good, and I would actually really like to see this come out someday.
Well, anyways, that was me talking about video games that need new entries, and they probably won't. But hey, at least Dr. Mario has a new entry in this series with Dr. Mario World. And hey, I'm gonna play it on my totally legit phone. Damn it. Oh, hello there. It's Goatee Me, and I was just looking at some Pokemon cards. Why, you might ask? Well, I don't know, just for a future video. Well, recently, I've been playing a game called Genshin Impact, and I was thinking, I was like, hey, so if I'm playing it, might as well do a first impressions video on it, because I haven't made a video in like over a month. So in this episode of Game Review, I'm obviously going to be showcasing my first impressions on Genshin Impact. So let's get started.
So the story starts with two siblings who are in a war with some person, and then you have to choose which sibling you want to play as, and then after you make your choice, the other one just turns into cubes and crap, and then you do the same, except you end up on an island. And that's basically the story. Get your sibling back. Except along the way, you meet some more people, and then they join your team eventually. But I will say that the cutscenes in this game look amazing, and to be honest, it kind of reminds me of the cutscenes in Fire Emblem because they just look almost identical. So overall, I would give the story / cutscenes a 9 out of 10. Although the story can be a lot better, the cutscenes alone are so impressive that it just has to be 9 out of 10. Personally, to me, I really do like the controls. It's as good as a mobile game's controls can get. Now, I do think that there probably should be like a way to like change the layout of your controls, and if you can actually do that, then just let me know. But besides that, I really do enjoy the controls, and I honestly don't know what to say. I forgot to mention this, but it's also very fun to fight enemies in this game. So overall, for controls, I'll give it a 10 out of 10, because why not? Personally, for me, I think that the soundtrack can be either a hit or a miss. For example, like the one you're listening to now, I really do enjoy it. It kind of reminds me of like being in an aquarium, and I really do appreciate that because aquarium music is just good. But either way, I would probably just give this a 7 out of 10. I think it's fair, and the soundtrack could be better, but I think I'm pretty happy with what we got. Do I even need to say how fun this game is? Just look at this image. This image was taken on October 2nd, aka yesterday when I'm recording this, and let me tell you something. This is the longest I have ever played a mobile game. And if we're just talking about apps in general, then this is like my second most played app. The most played one being YouTube. Like I use that like every day and a lot. But main point is when it comes to games, I don't typically play them for this long. So seeing how I've played it for that long, I will say it's pretty fun.
It may just be the fact that I just downloaded the game, but I don't really see any celebration for the 1 year anniversary. As a matter of fact, the only time I've ever heard it pop up was on the little icon on the App Store. But besides that, yeah, not much. It's like being at a birthday party, but you don't know you're at a birthday party.
I thought we were doing taxes.
So overall, the 1 year anniversary gets a 1 out of 10. So obviously, no game is perfect. So because of that, I'm just going to show some complaints I have with the game. For starters, this game takes up 4 gigabytes. And you know, not a huge deal, but that's only for a demo. If you want the full game, you gotta download like 10 extra gigabytes. And if you're someone like me, you don't often have a lot of gigabytes on your phone. Another small complaint I have with the game is that the fairy's voice is just annoying. Like, half the time I can't even stand listening to that thing. Now, to be honest, I don't really have any issues with this game. As a matter of fact, I haven't even found a single glitch yet, which is pretty amazing for a mobile game. Now, I'm just going to talk about my final thoughts, and then we're going to wrap up the video. So I've saved this best for last, and you guys might agree with me on this, but honestly, whenever I play this game, it honestly kind of reminds me of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And here's the thing, I've never played Breath of the Wild, so how did I know this, you might ask? I watch YouTube, damn it! So anyways, Genshin Impact is a pretty good game. If you have the storage for it, then I would definitely recommend it, or you can just get it on consoles. And if I were to give it a rating, I would just give it a 9 out of 10. It's not perfect. There can definitely be things to be improved on the game, but it's pretty good for what it is. Now, anyways, I don't really have any running gag joke. I'm trying to make this in one day, as you can tell by the reused clips and all that. So, yeah, bye. Go home. Oh, wait, you're probably already home, but still, bye.